Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Shota Imanaga.
Well, he brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. As the lefty gets to work. Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Here's Riley Green.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. And what you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. Our starting pitcher in this one, Eric Skubal.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker in this lineup. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just going to make sure that it's not flat because it's going to be a big ball. So look for him to throw up there when he needs a big double play, ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Fastball for a strike. You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And here comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But it happens.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One out, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got three straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a little bit.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss as he was late. Skubal, 27 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. We played an inning, no score. pitch. A laser on left base hit. Here comes the runner. Now he stops and he's able to get back into third. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. If that comes back to bite him.
It's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical. You want to make sure you don't waste it. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, but a run does score on the play. So up next, Colt Heath.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
On the ground at first. And he takes it himself for the out. On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Hard hit left side. Gathers and throws to first. They limit the damage here. So one run on one hit. No errors and a runner left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Up to hit. The half day. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
And he makes it up to third with one away. Isaac Paredes now. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Out front and foul to the left side. And the 0-1. Good eye right there. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. You see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller
on the ground right side, and they're down to their last out. Here's Mike Tauchman trying to deliver as the hero.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
He immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Cold night tonight, Boog. That's a pretty firm fastball right there. I'll tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And fouled off. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Bounce to the right side. And that's just foul. On a foul ball, he stays alive. Skubal is just one strike away. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers strand the tying run on base to win.
Well, this was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind them to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
The final 1-0 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shelby. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 1 run on just one hit, no errors. They led 1-1 on big. For the Cubs, no runs, no hits, no errors. They let one run on base. Time of the ball, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.